about me. I want to see the amount of people that will like it and retweet, and I'll block every single person on that list. You have to keep that sometimes so you know who actually likes you and who doesn't.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't block all of them, otherwise you don't know.
Anyway, what episode is this one? Part 2, yeah?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna call this one. Yeah. We're gonna call this one Street Life Solutions.
The solutions.
Part 2. The one about street life, and then
the solutions.
in thingy, in brackets, solutions. And then part 2.
Where should I do the brackets at the top of the book?
Only you know. I don't even know. I got 2 businesses though.
Oh,
anyway,
you got black businesses this time.
Yeah.
Fuck, you know.
Anyway, we back, my niggas. We back, my jiggers. We back, my trigger, digger, day riggers. We're back again. This time, I'm here with Babs again. Right? It's always fucking great having Babs on it, I swear to God. Trust me. And I got 2 black-owned businesses before we go. The first one is it's called. It's not out yet, but it's launching in August, isn't it? It's called Rewa, pronounced Rewa, I think, which means beautiful in the Yoruba language. Yeah. Is that how you say it? Rewa.
Say it again.
Rewa.
No, I don't think that means.
What is it? Rewa.
Rewa.
Must be something else to add to it, innit?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, that's what apparently means in the Yoruba language. It's to provide everyday, simple and affordable silver or gold-plated jewelry and a range of diverse sunglasses. So that's what she's doing. The Insta is at REWA_collection. The Twitter is at REWA collection. So Insta at REWA_collection. Everyone should be able to spell fucking collection. And then Twitter is REWA collection. It's launching August 2021. So, save that. Yeah. And the second one is one second guys. Let me see. I had it here somewhere. Yes. This one is actually a sick one, man. I just received it. Another sick one. It's called Handmade. So Handmade, she basically does like handmade cards. Black owned obviously. She does handmade cards and birthday cards and whatnot, but she does it like it's almost like personalized.
It's good with calligraphy and that.
Sick, yeah. It's a greeting card business. She draws people's loved ones without their faces on cards and in frames. Yeah, man. So if you want anything personalized like that, hit her up. The website is Handmade, but it's one of those new modern ways of spelling things, isn't it? So the Handmade is HVND and the made is MXDE.co.uk. Okay. And it's pronounced Handmade. So HVND MXDE.co.uk. You can also follow on Instagram, same way, Handmade. And then when you follow, they can give you a discount, and you can, So because we're not doing Clinton cards and them motherfuckers no more. Moonpig and all of that. We're stopping all of that now. Now we can get personalized cards from one of our own, who makes it to your taste as well. And it makes more sense that way. That means the card is more personalized.
The other day on YouTube, I was looking at how to wrap fancy presents. I'm trying to learn. Do you know what it is? I've got an obsession with these. Like I was watching Christmas movies and how they wrap up the presents and that look nice. I'm trying to.
I never wrap.
Leave it to the women. Trust me.
Yeah, but I know. Do you know what it is? I want to know that I can do it. I just leave it and be like, yeah, I can do it. That's it. I just want to say, yeah, I can do it.
Man said I can do it. Like me.
That's it.
You know what? Speaking of that, you know what skill I started practicing the other day? I've been going on YouTube alone watching massage videos. I'm trying to learn how to massage. Because I'm seeing them niggas in America now massaging women, yeah.
Have you not seen it, man? See it?
Hey, don't look at him.
I just find
he's a villain.
Them man are simps, man. They're taking a villain.
He's a villain.
You got too much time.
You can't say he's a simp though.
No, you can't. He's not a simp.
I think that's simping.
You think he is?
You think the man that did that for money?
I think you got too much time on your hands.
That man that didn't do that shit for money, man.
He's a villain.
You got too much time on your hands, yeah, and you'll never leave a legacy on this earth. That's the reality.
Daddy was a masseuse. And you go.
My daddy was a masseuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know there was never
serious man.
Have you seen the kind of caliber women as well that they massage?
Damn.
Yeah.
Them cheeks are air.
Some BBWs.
No.
They're massaging and smashing after, bro.
Ask them where they come from. I beg you, tell me.
Hey,
all of them come from DR.
No.
No.
Hold on.
United States of America.
No,
they come back from surgery.
There's only one state in America.
Houston, Texas.
There's only one state in America that I want to absolutely finish. Texas.
Texas.
God bless America. That's the only place I'll say God bless America.
I just don't like when a man centers his whole life around getting pussy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's now your occupation. Where
Hey man, no, that man that really turned pussy
You know
getting into occupation.
yeah,
You know,
like that's.
He did.
It's true.
He's a villain,
You know what I
though.
mean?
no, he proper did. Like big man thing.
But I just feel like that's not. You're not. That's
Because someone said, yeah,
It's not legacy building.
if you really wanted to do a massaging thing, yeah, that means you should be able to massage man, woman, everyone, innit?
What, in that fashion?
No, I think you should be able to. Boy, hey, boy, if you want to massage man, if you want to massage man in that fashion, then that's your own business. You get me?
Prerogative, boy.
That's your own biscuits.
That's a bad. That's a
I
old
think
bad
it's
one.
just another
So wait, hold on.
prostitution.
For sports therapy, are you going to?
Yeah.
Sports therapy is fine because man's still fully
no.
clothed.
You got Donny there.
Yeah.
Does a
Am I not fully clothed?
vigorous job? No, you're not. No. Oh, yeah, well sometimes what? But he's vigorous with his job. Or are you going to the woman?
Alright, man. Anyway, man. Welcome to the Needy Podcast, man.
Talking about legacy, hey, man like Hancock, you know.
Fuck that guy. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't got nothing good to say about that prick, blood. I can't believe a nigga that looks like him is getting chicks.
Fam,
Status, innit?
I'm telling you, when you got money and status,
But
and
her wife has got more. Her husband has got more money than him.
way more money than him.
No, so it's a status.
Still
It is a status.
He's all over the
But
news.
it's about the power. He
Women,
might have
innit?
the money,
we
but
say
he
that
ain't got the
women
power.
always want either money or power,
It's
man.
power.
He's
But the
Yeah,
power,
but
he's got
once you got the money,
you're
then
like
it's the
sick,
power,
boy.
innit? It's the influence.
Yeah.
You're right next to the prime
he's
minister.
top
you know.
10.
Do you know how much?
Top 10, yeah, top 10 most powerful men in
Do you know how
England.
much she gets paid?
They don't get paid that much.
You don't get
No.
much.
Do you know how much she gets paid
No.
for the job that he's giving her?
What's that?
She gets paid 15 bags a year. Guys, guess how many days
How
she
much?
works? 15 grand. That's it.
Is it?
But do you know how many days she works?
How much?
20 days.
That's
Eh?
it.
Yeah, she works 20 days in a year
Oh.
for 15k.
And she could do it.
And man are doing that. Man are doing that 365.
Yeah. But she's consulting, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of.
That's standard though.
It makes sense.
But she got a standard. She got a
15
5k
bags.
bonus.
Yeah, on top.
Yeah.
So she's getting 20 bags basically.
She's getting a grand for every day that she works.
That's
In
mad.
this life.
Where she's got her own thing that she's doing, making more money. Like,
Yeah, and her brother's like a head NHS geezer.
That's what.
you see how many contracts he's won of Hancock?
Mad, hey.
I need to be connected, man.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. You don't need to know. You just need power. You just need no power.
I don't need that connection in this country, though. Fuck the West. I need that kind of connection in my own country, my own
Yeah,
home
but
country.
them man
bro.
there,
I need that in
mad
Ghana, bro.
corruption, bro. You have
Like
to
I
go
said,
on.
yeah. Me, I've said this over and over again. This is not gonna be the first. This is not gonna be the first or the last time I say it. Yeah, my life, yeah, is a corrupt official in Ghana, bro. That is what my true calling is. My true calling is, yeah, is a corrupt government official, yeah, living in Ghana. That's my true calling, fam. If you don't see me in the government in the next 20 years,
But do the people put first though?
I'll put them first a bit.
Let's say that bit.
I think, let me tell you. No matter how corrupt I am, yeah, I will always look after my people first.
Listen. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't even mind if there's a corrupt official.
My corruption will become from me bumping the West and the Chinese government.
I don't mind if there's a corrupt official, but if your country ain't got running light, running water,
Yeah.
you're a dickhead.
That's everywhere in Africa, then.
You're a dickhead.
Well, almost everywhere in Africa.
But I think a lot of politicians, their hands are tied.
Yeah, they
They
can't,
can't
really
really
do
make
much.
change.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? The intention's there, but
What else has happened this week?
too much.
Other than Hancock.
Have you seen the fucking stock market, blood?
No, I've avoided it. I just, you know who I saw? I saw someone post, yeah? I saw someone post the meme of some guy vomiting and I just knew. I just didn't even bother looking. I just said, yeah, it's long.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Need bust me on crypto.com, innit? So I was like, yeah, let me get the card.
You got your card?
Isn't it?
You got your card?
Yeah, I got my
Mine is
card.
still in come. Mine's still in come.
No, my card's coming in. So I'm like, yeah, alright, cool. Boom, I put some money on crypto. That's the day. That's the time. Dodge was flying, so I made. I'm not gonna lie. I made a couple change of Dodge in it.
Yeah.
Bro, but I'm looking at this free bills on the crypto.com thing. Fam, it went down to 220. I said, cool, innit?
Hey.
Bro, I opened it the other day. It was £20, bro. I said, what?
Listen.
I said, these are prick, bro.
How am I prick. I ain't on
Don't
nothing.
give me your referrals again, please. I don't want it.
Fam.
I just saw the meme of my man vomiting. I didn't even bother opening
Listen,
anything.
I put a meme saying, do not open your fucking crypto.
I said,
No
coin.
Or your stock,
I'm
do not
not
open under your apps. Because listen, I opened mine and I was throwing up like there was no tomorrow.
I said, I'm
bro.
not checking nothing. I said,
But I'm not checking anything till 2025. That's it.
I'm not interested. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna sit.
Man.
Let
You have to play the long
Even
game.
at that, I
Put
bought
money
some
in
more
there. Let
Shiba.
it sit.
You want more Shiba? Yeah, Shiba's been doing well today still, so it's cool. And he's not. I've got like 540,000 Shiba coins for like £11.
Is it?
So yeah, so
I've got 35 million now.
there you go. These are the men that pray for it to hit £1.
Hey, listen.
They pray for it to hit £1, you know.
It's 10p. I'm. Don't call me, no. Don't call me. Bro,
Man's getting at not 6 pence, you know.
fam,
It's not even 1p yet.
bro.
Is that even what we-
No.
I bought one
I
stupid
might
coin.
invest in that.
I can't even remember what the coin's called. I bought it the other day. I'm waiting for it. If it hits 3 pence, bro. Bro, just know I'm moving different.
That's it. I'm moving different.
I'm not walking with a phone no more, bro.
Huh?
You don't need to contact me. You don't.
Hey, before we move on, someone asked me this question. They said, if I woke up one day and randomly I see that I'm a multi-millionaire, what would I do? And I said to them, the first thing I'll do, is get the penthouse of the highest hotel in London, And I'm gonna get a penthouse room for the highest hotel in London, or England, I'm gonna go to that penthouse, I'm gonna stand on the balcony and piss.
So you get shot, basically.
I don't give a fuck where it is. All I know is, if you don't want me to do that shit, don't make me make money.
You know, if I woke up a millionaire, you know what I'll do? First of all, I'll probably sleep for 2 weeks. I'll sleep. That's what I'll do. I'll sleep for 2 weeks. 2 weeks non-stop. I'll get up, go back to bed. Get up, piss, go back to bed. 2 weeks. That's how I plan it. 2 weeks. Up on the second Sunday, I'll phone my mum and we'll have a meeting. Then after that,
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man said Simba took. Listen.
Hey, nah. Hey, if you got a dad, he's fuming, you know. Because you're looking at your mum like, who's the...
Hey, you see in Hollywood, when the son comes home and he's got money. The greetings are different.
I the prostrating has to done.
Hey, nah.
No prostrating. It's done.
Different.
And then that's it. We have a meeting on the second Sunday. Like it will be on the second Sunday. That Sunday. Then after that, there's a house here. I can't even put the location. I'm gonna knock on that guy's door. I'm gonna
Do you mean?
get the fuck out.
Man's buying the yards.
I've seen the yard. It's a 10-bedroom yard and it's in South.
Oh,
I can't drop the location.
Say nice.
But it's mad.
Say
I
nice.
swear, I've already seen the guy. I've plotted him. I said,
Man's giving him 4 million and get the fuck out of the yard.
Get the fuck out of the house. And that's it. And no one will ever
Would
see
you
I'll have a bonfire.
Nah, no, the front.
You know like that? Everything's
Hey! Man's on the front of the yard, you know.
You know what's
Man's burning everything, you know.
I just envision, Babs just starting his regime.
New government, you know.
I'm gonna be there for you.
New government, you know.
Hey,
cabinet meeting.
Cabinet meeting, you know.
was dropping the what do you call
Front
it?
and center.
Trust me.
When he was dropping the the 10 Commandments.
The 10 Commandments.
I was like, hey yo.
It all makes sense.
Hey,
I'm
I need the
serious
application to
about
become a what you call it, a sergeant, fam.
Boy,
I want to be a
Just give man my own. Just give give me the Cayman Islands.
I'll give man a constituent.
Just give
Seriously, I'll
give
reward
man the
those
Isle
that
of
came up
Man,
with me.
Isle of Man
100,
or
you
Isle
know.
of Wight, and
100.
just say, look, I'll make that my land and I'll leave you alone.
I'm not
Babs.
even lying, that's my dream. I want to be a dictator.
Dictator, ain't
That's
it?
it.
See how the way I said it, man. I've got my own dreams, man. Corrupt African politician.
Honestly.
This one wants to be a dictator.
If he starts his regime, I'll follow him.
Our people need a tough hand.
They do though.
If you look at Gaddafi, before
I'd never call Gaddafi a dictator. You know?
no, before his untimely demise.
Literacy levels up.
Everything.
Hospitality.
No,
medical.
there
went
was
up.
no debt. The only country in the world. The
Yeah.
only country that had no debt in the whole world.
Yeah, Libya.
They didn't owe anyone money.
It's only the West that will demonize him and
Of course, this time they can't say nothing to Putin, blood. Footy will shut them man down.
Differently.
Big
They don't
time.
say nothing to China.
They can't say
don't
nothing to them. They
Saudi
can't say nothing to
Arabia.
them.
And
Can't say
all
nothing to them,
totalitarian
man.
governments. So.
And these times they've got a queen here as well. So they can't say nothing to no one. You know, everyone's just dictating this thing, but they want to do it on their own terms and in their own way they see fit, and in their own way they want to look like they're, like, you know, some angels or something.
No, but it's all down to military power.
Or should I say the West has always been covert with their, what do you call it?
They're not even covert no more.
You wouldn't say so.
They're not covert, but it's just that they're so clever
That even
masses,
they're doing it in plain
the
sight.
masses are not smart enough to see what's going on. Like and those that are aware don't care.
They don't. They
You know
don't.
what
They
I'm trying
don't.
to
They
say,
don't.
so.
Everyone's trying to kind of get their own, innit? What's happening, man? Euros.
Oh, I told you. What did I say?
I want to fuck Spain, man.
What did I tell about
Think
Spain?
about it, Spain
What did I
won 5-0
fucking
and
say
that
about
shit.
Spain? What did I
Fuck
say
the
about
country,
Spain?
man.
I don't care about
You
the
don't
Euros.
believe
I don't
Spain's
care
gonna
no
win it?
more.
Babs don't even care about Euros
I don't
no
care
more.
about Euros.
I just want the
I've
Premiership
got-
to
Sierra
start.
Leone made. Sierra Leone made.
Yeah, Sierra Leone made Africa.
Oh, you done made it, yeah?
Yeah, we're there.
25 years.
See you out there next year, man.
Well
Been in
done,
the
niggas.
gulag. It's time to come out, bro.
It's
Well
got to
done.
come out. Last time I was in, it was 1995, bro.
Alright, so who's winning it? You said Spain already.
I said Spain.
I said either Germany, Portugal, or
No, mine is
France.
Spain or Italy.
Or Italy.
Yeah.
I've got 4. Who you saying?
Netherlands or France.
Nah,
Okay.
Netherlands and France.
Babs, who you saying? I know you don't watch it, but who you saying?
No, I saw Portugal against France.
It's mad how no one's saying England.
I'm tired of football now, man.
I hear that.
I don't know. The
England
outcomes
ain't
don't
winning
bother me no more.
Yeah, United are shit now.
Yeah.
They're proper pissed
What,
me
you
off.
support United?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Ah, you support
I-
Arsenal.
I-
He's of the era when United was good.
I've had a good life,
last time
man.
Arsenal won, I was in burgundy uniform. walking from
Jesus
Peckham.
Christ,
So
man.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with our
People
failure.
have done life sentences and come
Without,
on.
Exactly.
That's true, man.
No,
big
big
man
man
team,
thing.
Sure,
Oh, man,
Man,
I've
I've
done
done
Man, I've had babies and all
Yeah,
that.
man,
babies.
yeah, for real.
all 4 is when we
Do you know
touched
what I mean?
Prem
Yeah.
last.
Last.
And ever since then, I've not been arguing.
Yo,
about-
2004.
2004.
Yo, the thing is mad.
Let's leave it
2004,
out.
that's
It's been
a
trouble
one.
season, innit?
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah.
last time? Yeah.
That's the last
That's
time.
the last time.
Bro, so when people want to talk about Liverpool and Arsenal just flying under the radar of failure, I'm
You
not
don't
saying
give a shit.
I don't say nothing.
What's it to say? What's it to say? Every
I don't-
day,
Well, what year are we in? 2021 now.
bro.
2021.
So in 3 years' time, you'll be what? How
Bro,
many years?
The last time we
Almost
won
20
it.
years, isn't it?
20, innit?
It's almost 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 20 years.
You lot are actually about to do Liverpool numbers if you're not careful.
Bro, we will surpass Liverpool, you know.
I reckon as well.
I don't think
This
they'll ever win it again.
I
Bro,
don't think we'll win it.
Yeah.
They'll never
all
be
this,
a
all this
top
team
four
knows is
contender.
embarrassment. I'm even relocating to Man City, fam, because Man City, what? They took our foundation.
They've
They did.
won 5
They
leagues
used to-
in 10 years.
Yeah, they used to buy a lot of your players.
Yeah,
They used to buy a lot of Arsenal players, innit?
Nasri,
That's
Adebayo,
why
Sagna.
Yeah, even
Toure.
Toure, yeah,
Bro,
they used to buy a lot of your
let me
players.
back,
Clean
mate.
sheet,
Yeah,
yeah.
let me back.
Sagnell.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, they've had a lot of your players.
that's my
you're
rite of
right.
passage. Let me agree.
Yeah, might as well migrate.
Manchester Sky Blue.
Ah,
That's true,
for
though.
real, for
It's
real.
mad.
No, bro.
You know, you're right. You lot might actually never win it again. You might
I don't
actually,
think
they'll
they,
win
yeah,
it.
they actually
They'll
will
win it
surpass
again.
them.
They
Not in
money.
this modern time. It's
They ain't
impossible.
got the.
Not
So what is it then? As an Arsenal fan, what is it now? Vibes.
Bro, it's just
Bro,
vibe.
no,
Bro, we
the
just
vibe's
made
done.
bad boy kicks.
The
That's
vibes
it.
are finished, bro.
We made bad boy kicks.
Master the
and
vibes
we're
is
from
done, you know.
Bro, the vibes. What are we
Bro,
doing?
But I think it's better than us though.
No.
You know why?
No.
No.
Because
Listen,
they've lost hope.
Yeah.
We keep on thinking we've got hope,
No, we
and
got
we're never
hope, we
making
got
it.
hope, we got
No,
hope.
United's got hope.
But we're not
money.
touching anything,
Not
bro.
for now. But
For
we
now.
always have the foundation. We always have the money to compete.
Fair enough.
United was got
base.
hope.
Do you get what I'm saying? You don't have money. Us, yeah? What?
You just bust something.
No. Don't.
You just want Ben White for 50 million.
Bro, so from when they did the Suarez split, bruv, go in full. Don't do 40 million and £1. Are you mad?
Oh, I remember that. Suarez, isn't it?
That was
Bro.
a classic.
You lot were taking
That
the
was
piss.
cheeky.
That was very cheeky.
That's a
Bro.
classic.
He's
That was
got a
very.
nasty-
All you lot had to do was bid 45 million. You probably would
Bro,
have had
and
45.
imagine that.
And he wanted to come as well.
Yeah, of
Highest
course.
Prem tickets. Highest
Yeah, highest
tickets
season
Imagine
tickets,
him and Robin
Robin
together.
Van Persie.
Hey.
That would have been mental.
We wouldn't have got
Hey.
Van Persie.
Van Persie would have
They could have probably won the league.
Yeah, they would have.
Even the season that Leicester won it, you guys should have won
We
it.
should have won a league.
Imagine that. We came second.
Yeah.
And then we was bantering who came third? Tottenham or
Bantering
something like that.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
These times you lot
This
lost
is
to
what we've been
Leicester, you know.
degraded to bantering Tottenham. No, I'm done with it. No, I'm done. I'm actually done.
Anyway,
Fuck football, man.
I'm gonna watch Spain win the trophy or Wales.
It's not gonna happen, man. Have you seen Morata? They scored 5 goals. Morata's a sickhead.
Wow.
He's a sick
You got
son of a bitch.
you got Torres there. Spain's got players, bro.
Oh, Fernando Torres.
Yeah, man. You got players.
Anyway, let's get to the main
Yeah,
topic.
now's it-
Reason why we're
serious
here.
topic.
Quick thing. So we promised you guys that we're gonna do the part 2. of Street Life. Everyone enjoyed that one, the first one, you know. They're like, "Wow, when is the next one?" Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So what we're gonna come with today, we're not gonna do the same thing. We're gonna give our version of solutions that we think that can be taken.
I need a top
to, is there even any more fruit juice? Is there any more apple juice?
No.
We're done, yeah.
I believe.
I'm done.
Oh shit.
What is there?
No problem.
Basically,
No, Babs don't drink, innit?
No, I don't drink.
So, alright. Anyway, fuck it.
Cool, it's cool, man.
So yeah, we're gonna do the solution based thing. Before that though, I'm not gonna say much in terms of I'm trying to do something. But before that, I saw a video this week where I thought was so dope. I don't know if you saw it. The kid, there was apparently it's an old video, and he's walking around somewhere and he's saying, "Oh, this is the Madeira Sea or something." He was talking about.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, like you can tell he's a road youth. And he's gone. You can see he's travelled abroad, innit? And he's just at the seaside, and he's saying, "Oh, this is the Madeira Sea or whatever." I don't know how to pronounce
Mediterranean.
it. Yeah, he's talking about Mediterranean Sea. Like I don't know how to pronounce
he went
it.
on holiday and he was about the
He's
Mediterranean
like,
Sea,
and you man that consume, you lot can do up this one. Still, like the way he was talking, you could just tell he's a road you, yeah. And
What's
I think,
he saying, though?
oh, he's just saying, "Oh, this is the." He's just excited,
Never
innit?
seen the
You know
Mediterranean
how
Sea.
when they travel, yeah.
Like, I feel like the basis of the video was basically saying once you take.
No, that was not the basis. That was what I said.
Yeah,
but people were laughing at him because of what he's saying.
Yeah, but
so then I came exactly because I came and I tweeted
when
it.
you take someone like
from our
walk of life and you put them in a situation where the environment has changed, you can literally see them grow. Like you can literally see like, right, the world is actually bigger than my postcode. Yeah.
Like
you go from seeing like,
and that's the reason why I wanted to touch on this because obviously we're talking about like solutions. Now this is the video, right? So. Maderitarians. But he acknowledges 3 times saying I can't even pronounce it.
So, yeah, man, if you're a proper swimmer, you can do up this one still. But yeah, look, there's stairs that you can go down there, hear me? Nice blue, clear waters, you get me? Maderitarian seas. Yeah. If you ever could pronounce it better, let me know, hear me?
See, he said if you can pronounce it better, let me know. You get me? Like
he's just happy to be there.
Yeah.
You see that, yeah? People will misconstrue that for him being dumb, but you actually can see his intelligence.
No, but listen,
acknowledges that he doesn't
know what it is. Anyone who asks questions is not dumb.
Bruv,
I always say this
straight up.
because from when the person knows themselves that they don't know what it is and they're asking,
and can you correct me?
Can you correct me?
Yeah.
So this video, it kind of ties into this because like before we obviously as we go into the solution thing, I think my thing is I said on this that I'm a big advocate because I've seen a lot of people that I grew up with who are road never travelled. And then we went on one big holiday once and everyone's mindset kind of changed. They almost came back different. So when I saw this video, it kind of took me back to them times where I was like, raw. I remember like certain people just changed when they went. And I was like, you know what? If we could have this, because remember, people are always talking about, tell them to put the knives down and all. That's fine. It's all well and good telling people to put the knives down and that. But simple things like this could change a youth's mind. Because, it changes the perspective. Because he's just gone abroad, seen certain things. He's realized there's more to life than postcode, like we say. There's more to life than bang, bang, ends. They're thinking, I can actually enjoy life. Now, there's more to life. There's more to living.
There were schemes like that.
You get me?
How much we used to do that?
Yeah, certain youth clubs used to do
This is what I'm saying.
And where you take your the children in the community and you put them in different environments. Sometimes he wouldn't even.
He doesn't even have to go outside Europe. Yeah.
Like, where did they take the? I can't even.
Even Fort Park.
What's that?
It was snowboarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
They went to an artificial snowboarding first, and it's just like we can do snowboarding. Like obviously the equipment's expensive, but then you're exposing kids to
different things.
But just as I was talking about to Nee on the last podcast. Remember we used to do
summer scheme, yeah. So summer scheme we used to do it, yeah. So
weeks.
basically, the school that I used to go to did a summer scheme 2 weeks at the beginning of summer 6 weeks holiday, innit? And there, we went to it as children, but then we ended up volunteering, yeah. Best 2 weeks of your life, boy. They'll take you everywhere in London. I'm talking about.
They give you money, basically.
Horniman Museum, like it was funded by Cambridge, part funded by Cambridge University, in it. So Horniman Museum, Science Museum, all in a span of 2 weeks. At the end of the week, you might get a little cinema, and then you might even go Fort Park. Just Imagine
different
2 weeks
Like
of
a
the
summer
summer holiday
project.
where you've got something to do.
You should go to something like that in Canada.
You've got something to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's like a continuous, yo, the weekend comes around, you're chatting to your friends that haven't gone something. Hey, yo, I've been here. You're walking around London in your little high-vis, just looking
They're
around.
just happy, yeah.
Oh, you're happy.
It's fun, man.
How old are you?
Different environment.
How old is the age? What's the age group?
So it used to be.
So we're talking about from reception, it don't happen no more.
No, it used to be like from like 8 now. From,
No, it was from 5.
Was it 5?
It was 5.
Was it 5 as the
It was
youngest?
5, but they
No, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I used to always do the older kids.
Yeah, no, but it's from 5 to about, let's say, year 7. That span, and literally you're just
You know what it is,
kids.
I like all these little schemes and things, but it goes deeper than that.
No,
Because-
100%.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I would never say let's not have it. It's better to have it than not to have it. But ultimately, if there's no consistency with these things, there's no point.
Yeah.
Because you could take a kid out of the environment for a day and you see how they change.
Yeah.
It might
But you need to
he'll
follow
be
up.
behaving, he might be asking questions or whatnot, but he's going back to conditions that are not suitable for a young man to be living in. And that's the problem. It's not always outside of the home. It's the inside environment where a lot of the stuff starts from. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like a lot of these problems are not really addressed, especially through the media. I saw a video the other day, it pissed me off. It was Idris Elba. It's a black and white video talking about if you carry a knife, just stab yourself because
I remember that.
put the knife down. I'm like, what does this mean? Just saying, put the knives down. What kid has ever heard a celebrity make a 1-minute video and say, I'm putting this knife down? That doesn't.
He just said it, so let me put it down.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Don't work
Like
like
they
that.
bring all these people, they bring them to like local town halls or youth clubs, take a picture with this local celebrity or MP, and they have a couple aunties and uncles around. But
that's where to make everything
I tell
better.
you who's not there.
The kids.
The people that's carrying the knife. They're not there. They don't
It's
care.
not them.
They're not even awake. Some of
Of
them.
course.
Do you know what I'm trying to
Of
say?
course. Some of them might even conch.
I've worked for some of these companies here that do all these marketing PRs and stuff.
Yeah, it's just ticking boxes.
And bro, it's proper ticking boxes.
It's just ticking boxes.
Especially when you're doing, especially when it comes to those things like they'll like, let's say I'm working for one company, the council just come to us with a budget. They're like, oh, is this budget? Just make it work. You gotta get this, and we're having to like literally split the budget in like in terms of getting this face, a known face, and then after you get the known face, they give you a budget for having a like an event for the known face, and you got to get all these people in.
It's like semantics.
It's a proper.
It's just, and this is where they go wrong, because money's for me is one of the biggest things that could change some of the situations. And one of the things I realised that they don't do in UK that they do in America is that in America, a lot of the time they talk to the OGs from their blocks. Like you got the big U's and all these people. They go to them, the leaders of these gangs, the founders, and they get them involved.
So
not to say
it
that
filters down, innit? That way.
And obviously there's cash incentives.
Of course.
Whether it's under the table or above the table. But if they came to like influential elders, not just someone random artist from the area, the real people, the people that's got history on the streets, people that's been jailed, that's got real clout. How about something like this? If they say, all right, cool, we spend 200,000 looking up Lambeth criminals or Southwark criminals, we want to reduce this. How about if you set up an organisation, you're a very respected person in your community, if I'll pledge 200k to your organisation,
how many
if crime goes down in your area, your little ward, by the end of the year. Now that person who's got clout, who's got power, who's got influence, you think he's not going to try and get that 200 bags?
Of course.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Because
he's not.
Because even though that's one thing people don't understand. Even though there are people who are doing a gang and they lead gangs, like leader of, there's nothing more sweet to them than legal money.
Money.
Legal money, like. You get what I'm saying?
A lot.
Money in general, but nothing even sweeter than when it's money that they're actually getting without them having to do anything on the road. Yeah, legit, yeah.
Do you think they won't come on their block and say, you lot, chill out?
Yeah, chill out for a week, chill out for 2 weeks, chill out for a month, chill out for life.
Not even like on a tip where it's a bad up to.
No. It's just a conversation thing.
I want to get that money.
It don't make sense.
Chill
They're
out.
not making us no money.
Yeah.
In fact, you man go to school together.
That's it.
Yeah.
Not to say things will stop. There will always be people on their own agenda, but
I feel like that's the thing. You know what you just touched? Things won't stop. People need to understand that, in this life, there's not going to be... Not everyone's going to get along.
Never.
No, man, everyone's got bloodshed.
This is what we said.
Do you know what you're not factoring in? That we're living in a society where they've removed the warrior class.
Yeah.
So you got... In life, some people are going to be sages.
100%.
Some people are going to be
gatherers, hunters. It's
you know
the way
what I mean?
it is. That's where life is.
You're going to have a class of people for every type of... Do you know what I mean? You got the scribes, you got the sages, you got the doctors, you got the... But there's a warrior class that's not being... They ain't got nothing to do.
Nope.
Because we don't have wars like back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. And
but
especially
it's
when
still, but the blood is still boiling. The blood is still running through. It's still running through them.
The flame of youth burning. Tribalism is always going to be a thing. Every culture has tribalism. Not to say this is the cause of what's going on, but if your kid's not in sports, because sports is one of the biggest replacements
for war.
For war. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because that whole, you know what I mean? If you're not giving them like an outlet for that,
what they're supposed to do,
competitive energy, that warrior spirit, what else are they gonna do?
But sometimes that outlet is there, but they're not even allowed to even channel it because obviously there's blocks in place. Like you might even go like, for instance, like how many men that we know that could be in the Prem right now? Like, you know,
there was some serious ballers on
there. But they might tell you, because of his attitude or he was late. But they're not even looking at it.
They're not even trying to look at it from his perspective.
Like, all right, he was late.
Yeah.
Okay, but where's he?
But where's coming from? Yeah. What did he have to do?
To get to practice.
Yeah.
You're not even looking at
it.
It's
his mum's only. He's a mum's eldest child, so he's looking after the other youths. It's a single dad or a single mum. Yeah, you're right.
A white kid from a council estate, it might be, little Johnny's actually, he's grafted to come here. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So the nuance is always different for our people.
Yeah, 100%. The relatability is not there.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't understand us. But I feel it's a counter argument because I agree with that. But sometimes we make too much excuses for slap behaviour. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like turn up on time. Stop. Because if they make too much concessions for him, he's not learning discipline.
That's true.
He's not learning
that's the key
that life
discipline
is not always going to...
Nothing matters. No.
Because even if we had the warrior society discipline's a big part of it. Yeah. That's something that you will have to learn within the sports framework, within the warrior framework. Discipline is the key to life.
Can only take you so far.
That's
discipline
it.
That's it. When the motivation is not.
However, we should have our own little institutions. I think in Brixton they've got a couple football teams.
Even in Peckham has got one. Peckham's got one as well.
Where there's more understanding.
And Don Strapsy has done his thing for Blueborough.
What they call it again?
SC
Dons. Yeah.
So big up all them teams. But
we
need
man.
more
of
outlets
those.
like
more of those.
MMA, boxing. I remember I wanted to go boxing as a kid. I had no one to take me.
There you go.
There was no one to take me. There was no male father
figure to take you.
Take me to go boxing.
So then, when you end up boxing on road,
and that was something I always wanted to do.
But it's just like you though, Jesse.
Yeah, no, this is what I'm about to touch on. You see, no, not even football. Before that, boxing. Remember, Mum took me out of boxing. So with that nuance, is that women don't understand like. They see the violence behind it. They don't see the discipline behind it. Training. They don't see the male reaction of okay, cool. He's punched you in your face. You're upset. You need to calm down though because you're actually Jake.
Because if you're more upset, you will lose. You're gonna get beat up.
The angrier you become,
do you get what I'm saying? It's just that thing of checking your emotions and be like, alright then, cool. I'm upset. Let me draw it back. Let me see how.
Not only that, Jesse, I'm not even gonna cut you off. Not only that, there is a video, right? Okay, so you know when you can fight, right? Yeah. There's an air of arrogance. Yeah. Not only
arrogance.
No, not even just the air of arrogance.
Confidence.
Yeah. Not only is there an air of arrogance, but it stops a lot of things. Now, when I'm about to say it's so mad, So I can fight and I'm walking on road, right? And I see 2-3 youths come up to me with a knife or something, trying to harm me or something. Because you're so confident in yourself, you probably wouldn't even engage because you're smarter than them, and you know you can hurt them. So what you tend to do is probably talk them down and diffuse the situation. And people don't understand that these things, these boxing things and that actually helps our community in that way. And it teaches people.
100%.
There's like a kid that's so good at martial arts. They wouldn't want to engage in other kids because they've always been told never engage. You will hurt the other person. So what they will always try to do first is diffuse the situation. You know what I'm trying to say about?
They teach that in jiu-jitsu.
That's the funniest thing.
It humbles you as well.
100%.
Because one thing about sports, not just combat sports.
Combat sports, yeah.
You realise your limitations.
Yes.
You realise who's better than you.
Yeah.
100%.
You realise that
100%.
like life is weird because that sneaky looking person that you think you might dismiss, you're seeing him in action. And you're like,
bro. And so you can fight.
Like he can fight. He can play ball. He could do this.
He can kick. He can fight.
Weren't we talking about this?
Do you know what I mean?
At one point where we said a lot of women need to participate
in sports.
And especially team sports.
Of
because
course.
it slots you into. It's like a society.
Yeah.
You got a hierarchy.
Yeah, you know your level.
Yeah.
You know where you fall.
But we said this. This is why I'm saying I like to talk to women that watch sports.
Yeah.
Because women that watch.
Bro, talk to the ones that play sports. It's even better.
Women that watch or play sports are so interesting, and you get along with them so much, and you realise they're not into a lot of
nonsense.
or a lot of.
They understand where they belong in life, man. They proper understand.
Not to make it seem like we're being misogynist.
Anyway, let's go back to the kids then.
Anyway,
Why you going back?
Well, I don't mind that.
I can only say it. So he's trying to say it.
I'm good. You could go there, man.
But no, like what I'm saying
I was
here.
saying that to you the other day. I said, bro, like man's only linking.
But you know what it is?
sports,
And,
that watch
to touch on the martial arts stuff again, I don't feel like a lot of people have been punched in the face.
You need to get punched in your face once.
At least once.
Yeah.
You know the dizziness that you have to hold yourself.
I'm a big advocate for every single person needs to get punched in the face.
No, but properly though.
No, I'm not joking. Now you need to get punched. You need to get touched once that you're thinking, what the fuck is this? Because it makes you learn how to speak to people.
One time,
I think it just made me like know that I'm a warrior.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, you get your limitations.
Never hurt me.
Again, it's your limitations.
Yeah.
Unless you know what your limitations are. It's either you realize, right, I can take this, or I need to keep my mouth shut a bit more.
Because it also the fear of the unknown.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know when you're young and you fight a lot.
That's it.
You don't fear fighting after a while. Obviously, weapons is another factor.
Yeah.
Fighting, win or lose, you know.
You're not really.
You'll never be the guy going,
Of course.
fight. Do you get me?
Being punched in the face humbled me though. When I lost my first fight. Yeah, school. But you know what? You went to boys' school, so it's different. I remember I lost the fight. Yeah, I can't believe the way I got knocked here. I couldn't believe it. I said, swear down, I got knocked because I was. You know, when you're the older brother. Or like you're the older cousin, and I was a bully, so I'm just thinking, the only person that could really like kind of contest me was Jess. Yeah. So I was like, okay, Jess is a challenge, but all my other cousins, I could dominate them. I could eat them alive. I knew.
Then you got back in your face.
I'm gonna break your face. So that day when I got beat up, I was thinking, sweat.
It's humbling.
I got up, I said,
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
I've had a couple fights that I thought I should have won.
But
You know, like them fights that you have to like review the tape. You know, like
No, that didn't happen.
What did he? What? You're thinking, man. I thought I was gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna knock him out swiftly.
I call them ones a draw.
Yeah, it's a draw. It's like undefeated, still undefeated.
Yeah, like I said,
But you still are humble.
Yeah, you're humble.
You know when you're young, there's this thing where when you got an attitude, you think that it carries you through. For some reason, I don't know why. You know, when someone's humble, automatically they're weak.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I mean?
100%.
He's a dickhead, he can't fight. This guy was big, but I still in my mind
that he's humble, so he's a weak
kid.
Yeah.
So I come up with a turbo. and he was still around.
I know.
He was still in the fight. He was still
No.
And when you're tired, you're just looking for a bottle. Like,
That's called battle experience. He's a battle experience.
Nah, this is too funny, blood.
Battle experience.
Oh,
He said,
I thought I was gonna turn him over quickly, but
Yeah, you weren't going away. You weren't putting him away.
But I needed to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
You know what I'm
It's
trying to say?
humbling.
It was
Like,
embarrassing,
fighting is humbling.
but-
Like
yeah.
it's so like there's nothing. This is why I said, my son, I'm gonna make sure he learns jujitsu and he
he's
learns
like a
boxing.
martial
I'm
arts.
putting him in I'm putting him in like martial arts that are strenuous, like jujitsu strenuous. Because when man put you in a rear naked choke and you can't get out,
Then they put you
and
to
they
sleep.
And they put you to sleep. Bro, I've been put to sleep from that shit,
Yeah,
and it's
bro.
long. It's getting
Stamina
up,
is
it's long.
so-
It's
that's the
humbling.
worst.
Stamina.
It's
Yeah.
humbling.
Because when you're tired, it makes
It makes you look like a
Bro,
piece of
that's-
shit.
when someone's choking their life at you.
No, when you're just fighting, you just get tired.
Oh,
You just look like a
yeah.
piece of
And
shit.
fighting,
that's funny,
yeah, fighting
you look like a
also,
weakling.
You see the body, yeah, because you have to remember, yeah, we're at the end of the day, we're still animals, yeah. As human beings, we still have our primordial like ways of
Yeah,
thinking.
you go
That's
back
why
to
we
your
go
ways of
war.
thinking,
yeah.
So you have to remember, yeah, we have to, as men as well, you have to be able to test your physical strength, and those things, fighting, it teaches you how to breathe. Teaches you how to control yourself. Teaches you how to center yourself.
Yeah.
Like as much as it's violent, but you learn those
No,
things.
it's not that-
But I
that's
feel like
the
we need
thing.
to remove the type of descriptions that we're putting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the
Yeah.
problems is
Yeah.
that, you know, like violence is not evil. We need to like
No.
this connotation of
The words,
words,
the English
that's what I'm
language
trying to
is
say,
very,
because-
it's very it misconstrues stuff. as well.
yeah,
It's just like
because
now I can say, "Oh, Babs, you're selfish," but there's nothing wrong with being selfish.
Yes.
Being
in
selfish
certain-
is self-care. You might,
in
you don't want
certain
to talk to this
scenarios.
person today. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be
Yeah.
around you. You call me selfish? Yes, I'm being selfish. I'm preserving myself. Oh, he's violent. No, he's not violent. He's
being
expressing himself.
violent
Yeah.
saves a lot of lives.
Reality.
Do you know what I'm trying to
100%,
say?
yeah.
A lot of people have been protected
Yeah.
through man's violence, but it's like I said, we're all trying to mesh society
Society,
into one
yeah.
character where there's different roles for different people. The warrior spirit is in a lot of our kids.
Especially with Africans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, it's just about channeling. Obviously, it's a time of peace in terms of like global. You know, UK, we're not fighting all mad wars, but the tribal instinct is within us, and it's not being channeled the right way.
I feel
Do you know what I'm
like
trying to
this is
say?
where America's got it patterned all right.
They've got every
In
level
terms of,
in
like, you know,
competitive sports.
So you can go even down from like let's say primary school ages. Like you've got your local high school or your local team that you're championing, and within that you've got to some have the rite of passage. You got to get into that team. You got to go through trials, and then that team is also almost put on a pedestal to go and claim the title and come home to us, and then we'll big you up even more. Alright, cool. You claimed it county wise. Go and do it national,
state,
state,
national,
regional.
But they used to do that here back in the day.
They do that in football.
Yeah, with football. Yeah, they used to do
But
that.
we don't have enough accessible sports on that level that are popular. Where in America, they got NFL, they got basketball,
Yeah.
they got track and field, which is big over there.
They're just
They've
very.
got
They're
space-
sports. They don't
they've
play
got
with
They
sports.
got baseball,
Yeah.
You've got boxing,
They've got
even that,
boxing,
even the channels. for
MMA,
boxing is different,
swimming.
Everything.
Over here,
Yeah.
Football
it's
only.
football,
Yeah.
and now
And
it's
tennis.
MMA's. Now,
But this is what I'm saying.
tennis is
I feel like
elitist.
It's even elitist. Tennis
MMA gyms. Yeah.
Tennis and rugby are elite.
Tennis,
Hold on.
F1 and rugby.
I
And
feel like
rugby is
MMA
elite.
gyms,
Yeah.
should build like for inner city kids that can't afford, because a lot of these
But-
jiu-jitsu is
But
expensive.
the problem is money has to be made.
Yeah, it has to be
So
made.
if
Yeah.
we don't get the right funding,
Yeah.
this is what closes the doors on a lot of things, and then we go back to, as much as we like sports as a option for these kids, we know that it's not always accessible. Even as basic as football is,
Yeah.
if there's not a cage within
the
couple meters from your yard,
you ain't going.
you might not
You
be able
ain't
to
doing
go.
that. Yeah.
Your mum might not be able to get you boots.
Yeah.
There's problems,
Yeah.
and one of the major problems that we have in our society, because I think we spoke about this in the last one, the push factor
Yeah.
and the pull factor.
Yeah.
If we don't work on the push factors, forget about the pull factors.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Socio-economical problems. It's a big factor. Some of these homes that these kids are growing up in, how else are they going to be? What do we expect
What's going on in
from
there,
some
yeah.
of these kids? You got these kids that are coming home like from school 9 o'clock in their uniform. They're not even being called home. They're just going home because
no one else
is out.
Yeah.
If he grows up and he's carrying a knife, whose fault is that? What does he know? How does he know better? If his uncles or his mum's boyfriends are just there in the house billing it and doing certain things, we got to start dealing with like the home, because a lot of it comes from the home, and we're always blaming the kids. Like I said, we just say the same thing over and over again. Put the knives down. It doesn't make sense. You're saying that it doesn't. When I was on the streets, no speech could have stopped me doing what I'm doing, unless you change my situation. Which is I don't, obviously it might not have made sense then to take me out of my environment, because I probably wouldn't have wanted to leave my environment. Sadly, a lot of us change when we've fallen down. And we're trying to climb back up. That's, you know what I mean? But when the kid's on his high and he's now figured out a way to make money, he can buy things that he's dreamt about. Yeah, he's got his problems with someone from the other side, but how are you going to tell him to change his life? And then the only thing you can offer him is a construction job. Because that's all they tell you, innit? Construction.
They'll go get a trade.
Don't even tell you a trade, they'll tell you construction.
They tell you to go into construction.
Or warehouse.
Or
railway.
That's literally, that's what they do. That's the only way, that's the only place they put you
Not to say that they're not viable.
But they literally make you think that those are the only options.
But what they don't factor in, is that we're a community of narcissists and egomaniacs. And that's what we are.
100%.
Yeah? So when you got a kid who's calling himself Dynamite, that's an ego itself. He's giving himself a name that's an extension of himself. Yeah. He's doing all these things to get his name up. And then he wants to tap out and obviously get his life together. Then he comes and sees you about a job, let's say you're a probation officer or support worker, and then the only options is him stacking shelves in Tesco. Or construction.
How's Dynamite gonna fucking
Do you think that someone that wanted to be great on the streets doesn't want to be great in society? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, of course they want to be great. So don't think that they can't aspire to do more than these things. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it's like we're just boxing them in.
The best person,
all these little.
The best person that said that was Kano. One of his tracks, I forgot what it was called, but he literally said that there was certain man that used to rob cars, like when he was growing up. But then when you put your mind to it, that person that's robbing cars probably is best suited to be a mechanic, because he knows everything about that car.
I wouldn't even say mechanic.
Not even that, but automotive. You get what I'm trying to say. It's almost like they've been, like you said, they've been pointing in the wrong direction.
There's so much to sort out.
If someone is a leader of a gang and they're showing leadership qualities, why don't you think they could manage a shop?
100%. You can lead them.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many transferable skills.
You can transmute the skills.
There's so much.
I feel like that's the nuance where they don't understand that skills are transferable, whether it be from street based to just like how we talk about from street to boardroom. There's no difference. Because like you can walk into the room now, you can tell who is the simp in the boardroom. You can tell who's the yes man, that. You can tell the snake. And you're like, you know, I'm not. Even
there's so many skills.
Like I'm gonna mess with him because he can take me to the next level. Just like how when you walk into on the street level, you know that guy's a snake. Joke man on ends. Even though he might have the rollie or whatever, he's a joke man. You know he's a joke man. Go talk to the brother that's more quiet. Hey, yo, how can I get boom? It's just that these things are the skills are transferable. You can transmute them into different aspects of your life. But I just don't.
They're not giving the benefit of the doubt for them to even do that.
And even then, because we still have to go back to the root, because all of this is still the aftermath of something going wrong. All right, fair enough. Not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and it's not always the parents' fault that they're in bad economical positions. A lot of us are first generation, second generation. Our parents are immigrants. They're still trying to find their way, which leaves a lot of gaps for us to go out and You know what I mean? So it's not always like drug abuse or alcoholism, or you know what I mean, stupid bad mistakes. It's not always mistakes, but we still have a culture, a subculture in a black community where I feel like on one hand we glorify a lot of bad things, and then when it meets us at a home, we have a problem.
Yeah.
And we have to start now deciding, what are we actually
What do we champion?
what are we championing?
Yeah.
Because we love the criminal element of our community. Let's keep
Is
it
it
real.
that we love the community element, or is it like
No, we
like
love
the underdog?
we love
We
love the criminals.
The criminal.
Yeah? Let's keep it real.
I've heard man say
Yeah.
stupid stuff.
Our kids, no longer after like 14, they don't care about the best footballer in the local community. They care more about
Who's up
The
on the
best drug
roads?
dealer.
who's doing this and who's doing that.
Making
Yeah.
money on the road.
What
Even
side
the
is winning?
good kids,
What side is winning?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
even the good
Who's
kids,
getting the women?
they're fascinated by the wrong things. The females are fascinated by, like I'll tell you for free. When I first come out of jail, that little period for like up to a year, I probably never got as much pussy in my life
Yeah.
during that period.
Yeah.
The glow.
Yep.
It's like they just felt
Man's
the
just come
frequency.
from jail.
And it was like, why don't they say, you went to
You
jail?
to jail, yeah.
Why is it not that?
Protection.
Why have I got an advantage
over
over the
someone
normal guy that's working
yeah,
hard?
Yeah.
Why have I got an advantage when it comes to women? Because I've done bad things. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we need a cultural shift.
But sometimes you feel like, not that I'm taking the new,
No,
away
go
from
on,
the
'cause this is
responsibility
good.
away
This
from
is
the
good.
women,
Yeah.
but you see where sometimes, you know how man react around. Let's say you got the baddest brother in the
Yeah.
group. You know how man react around when he comes. They
Yeah.
flock towards him, which
Yeah.
makes the women, like usually the women follow the men.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear that.
The attention.
Yeah.
Like
Like
it's,
swans.
I
walking
can
on-
break that down.
yeah.
Mm.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's primal. Yeah. A lot of criminal traits that we've developed, that's gone wild, are actually noble traits in the primal environment. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like if we're going back to Stone Age
All the way to
times,
Stone Age.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever we want to call it, but
Yeah.
the biggest, toughest, roughest
Always got
is
the best.
entitled to the
The
best women
Women.
available because
He has the best
it's all
children.
about survival for them.
Yeah.
And so this is how women were picking their men based on who can protect them, because it's the elements they're fighting.
It still goes in the pride of the lions anyway.
Yeah.
No,
It's the elements that they're going against, innit? We're going against nature, we're going against men from other tribes
tribes,
who can lift you up and take you away. You're going against wild animals.
Yeah.
So it's primal. So a lot of us that have been out on the streets, we're still engaging in primal activities. We're still quite, you know what I mean? A lot of traits that on a primal level might be attractive to them, but what they also have to realise is that we're not the only people with those traits. There's men in the corporate world that are just as ruthless as alpha and
This
whatnot.
is the thing.
And the thing is, a lot of
Them
people,
P Diddy's of this world.
and the thing is, there's a lot
Paper
of people
gangsters.
in our community or on the fringes of criminality that are portraying these traits that are actually not like that, but the women can't always tell because they just go by the like how birds birds
flock.
sit on a branch and they puff up their chest and they do the little dance, and it convinces the female that this bird is the best of the bunch, when really truly it might be a dickhead.
Yeah.
But that's what we got on the street, so the lines are blurred.
No, it's true.
The lines are blurred, so not,
It reminds me
they
of that
don't.
nuance of where
I've
you know,
seen it.
a girl comes here, oh, you know who my man is.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's a brother that
And you
the
find out
oldest
he's
used
a
to send
chief.
shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we I feel like before we talk about the government and we talk about the system, what's us to fail, and we have to start looking a bit inwards.
I feel like
Do you
the
know what I'm trying to
system
say?
and the government is 10 steps away
It's
from where
yeah,
we are actually.
it's
Because
it's
at home,
it's at the home.
at home
That's where it
it's-
starts.
We're in a gulag, man.
It's at home, and even before we talk about the culture and whatnot, we like a little bit of criminality and we like a bit of this music and then we like that. are choice in partners, because a lot of the problems is kids not having their dads. Yeah. So when the dad's not in the home, obviously things happen. But why are we always in situations where we're not with the mum?
With the mum, yeah.
Why have we lost the ability to find partners that we can stay with?
Yeah.
Like, and this is a problem. Like we're just doing what we want. We're just doing what we want. We're going raving, yeah.
Drawing chicks.
We're meeting a girl at the bar. 2 months later, she's pregnant. She's keeping it, and we're making a baby together.
Lord,
but we're not. We don't even know if we've got shared values.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because we're meeting a dad after the debate at the christening or the nikah, or obviously in Muslim situations different, but we're meeting dads late in the process. So we're just operating outside of known customs and traditions and saying it's okay because we're in a new world, but it's not working for us. Let's keep it real. We're quick to change tradition, age-old traditions, but it's not working for us because people diss patriarchy and they say, oh, patriarchy, but patriarchy actually protected women when it's done right. Of course, it could be abused, but you can't skip the dad from the process of the courtship, the courting of a woman. You skip the dad out of the process, it's like you're already on a weak, you know what I mean, a weaker footing.
Okay, since we've reached the topic of dad, Father's Day just passed, so big up all the dads and that. But when it comes to the dad, do you not feel like his role is underplayed anyway in today's society?
100%. But that's why we need the
figurehead of the family. Dad don't get no play now, and we even see this in cartoons.
The government's the dad.
100%.
The government's the dad. So
like, we even see this in cartoons where it's played out like the dad will.
The dad's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Every dad, Homer, Peter Griffin.
American Dad,
all of them,
everyone,
even American Dad, he's good.
No, they still make him look like a dickhead. They still make him look like a dickhead. Cleveland, everyone all the time.
Peppa Pig's dad,
bro. When I saw that episode when he's telling her, "Shut up, daddy," silly daddy. I said, You call him silly daddy?
Yeah. So
that's why my children don't watch that. My son,
children. No, man, don't watch no haram pig at home, bro.
Yeah, but alright, cool.
A lot of it's the dads. A lot of the problems we got on the streets is due to lack of dads being around. And like I said, before we blame the government, before we talk about what they can do, we still have to look at what we do, because I don't deal with victim mentalities. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't talk about we need more youth clubs, we need more this. When we had youth clubs, what was it doing?
What I've been doing?
Because I know what I was doing. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't tell me about we need this and we need that. We need you, mum, to raise your child to be a decent human being. And mums are trying, dads are trying, but it's this there's so much nuances to the whole situation that there's not a one size fits all. So when you're telling a kid drop the knives, I find it just
it's so lazy
and lazy,
very lazy, man.
Because you don't know the circumstances behind it. Because you're saying some of them. I know youths that they're carrying knives for defensive reasons. I'm not saying it's right.
No.
But they live in a war zone. And it's not fabrication. It's a place where at any time a car could come round and someone jump out on them and stab them.
Any time.
And that's the reality of their life. So why can't you not understand why they would want to protect themselves instead of calling them an idiot or telling them to
This is what I was saying.
Let
me take it back.
Understand.
Remember when we were talking about what I was annoyed the other day about Vic's message that he sent? Like, it annoyed me. I spoke about it. Like, the reason why it annoyed me was the fact that it's like everyone wants to be mad without offering solutions. You can't. It doesn't work like that. You can't be mad and say, "Oh, these youths are idiots. You don't know even bad. You've never been punched in your like." You don't do that. I understand everyone is emotional at some point or whatever, But if you're doing those things and not offering solutions, it doesn't go anywhere. And you calling these kids and telling them that they're not bad and all of that, it makes them want to prove a point more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
I
say?
feel like that's the problem with most of that people from that generation.
From our generation.
When you look at when you take it back, if you want to call them name brand news, we knew who they were. Like now, I don't even think it's name brand news that are even impasse or some more time. It might be some off-key use that knows the name brand news, and he has to. Oh, you're with my man, so you have to now carry on that. You've been in my man in a video, or you've been seen in the picture.
There's bare affiliations are getting people into situations.
It might even be you live on my man's block, and he says, "What's up to you?"
Yeah, so therefore you got.
Now you're with them. You've been
That's
categorized already. Yeah. So like, I feel like what we need to remove is that thing of how it was for us. Where you had Peckham versus Brixton. Yeah. You knew what a Peckham you smelt like. You knew
even knew what Brixton you looked like.
Yeah.
You knew what you was wearing. A lot of micro gangs.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can now I don't understand. You got blocks versus blocks.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You lot are going Morrison's. You're bucking each other at Morrison's. Bruv, I saw it the other day, bruv. I was at work, fam. I was in the bus, bruv. Looking, boom. You outside Poundland on Woolly Road, fam. Fam, he was fighting for his life, fam. You had the maddest zombie. He was all swinging it. My man was taking trolley, basket, dashing it. Whatever what was there, he was dashing it just to make sure there's this bracket between me and you. So when the opportunity comes, I can dip. That you might have been a good you. Yeah. It's just
but now that
my man seen him. Yeah. Or maybe you might have laughed at, up is dead now. You was in the video dancing. Yeah. You're a good you. You're going college, but you was in the video dancing because them lot told you, come, we're doing a video. You don't even know. Now you've been seen. You're with them man there. He's seen you. You're lacking now because you ain't got a knife on you because you're not.
You're not even about that life. This is what people don't understand. Like this thing is more complicated than people make it seem. It's not that simple as putting a knife down.
Like it's even happened to me at work, bro. Like you come on the bus.
Oh, I remember you telling me.
I'm looking at him, yeah. I don't have a problem. Let me not even say this on camera, but I don't have a problem. If you ain't got a pass, driver ain't got a pass. Yeah. Don't come and play the phone thing on the thing and scan it. I'm not an agent. I don't like that. Just come and talk to me and say, yo, boss, I ain't got a pass. Boom. You come and say, yo, bro, like you ain't got a pass. Told me suck my mum. Now where we're from, you can't invite a man to your penis, tell a man suck your mum, suck your dad. I'm not with that, innit? So I come out the cab, innit? I said, bro, who are you talking to? Immediately, has gone like this. I grabbed his thing and pulled him towards me. I said, who do you think you're talking to? Yeah. Bro, I swear to God, I punched him up there and then. I seen you 2 weeks after. Pastor coming from my garage. Come. He's like, you cool? He says, you remember me? I said, yeah. He said, like, cool. Kept this. Bro, it was respect from then on. When I seen him and his boys came on the bus. He's like, yo, driver, 3 of us ain't got our pass and blah, blah, blah. He kept it moving, fam. I feel like I feel in this society we've got a lot of cowards. Yeah. We've got a lot of cowards. Like, you will see like a potential scuffle between school youths.
And you just walk away.
You won't say nothing.
You don't have a community spirit no more. We're divided.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that comes from the nuance of the women, like, because we've even been in situations where...
nuance of what?
Where with women saying, oh, you can't touch my kids, I've been in that with family members.
Yeah. Don't touch my kids.
I've been in that, I'd be like, no, listen, if my youth was to misbehave, I would expect you to stop.
To tell my child off,
That's the culture.
I've come from. And my support system.
Anyone could tell me
you bust his ass, or even I'm going to tell your dad.
Yeah, it's like my family, boy. When my godchildren are around me,
I'm going to tell your dad.
There's no I don't care if you're like, bruv, I whooped my godkids. I say, hey, don't do that, you know. What, because your dad's there, you think I won't whoop your ass, man? No, bro.
Like, for instance, when I go to Stephen's house, when I go to, I'm silent. You're in uncle's domain.
I'm not even. Because people are funny.
You're in uncle's domain, so like, when he wants to discipline my son, I don't say nothing.
Yeah, because he's in this house now.
And even at that, I'm like, well, You might even come to me for consoling. Nah.
Go to your uncle.
Hold your corner, bro. Hold your corner. Hold your beating.
Yeah, but we don't have that no more.
And see, this is the thing. I've even had arguments with family members saying, "No, you can't touch my." I'm like, no, but listen, like he's.
We're raising this child together.
It's not even like just that the village. It's not one person. It's the village that the child has to navigate life. The parents are not always going to be there.
But this is another thing. The education we give our children, it does make a difference because even some of that the things my dad taught me, he worked there all the time, but when I would see him, he would always give me gems that stuck with me, and that's what dads essentially do. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of dads don't play that role, or they don't give wisdom. They want to be their children's friend, or they want to continue the cycle of whatever foolishness they were playing. Nonsense. Like, but one of the I got a workshop called Decision Making and Consequences, and I always put them in scenarios, and then we explore every possible outcome of that scenario that I've just put them in. And there's no right or wrong answer in some of these situations. Sometimes it's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Where they're gonna, it's a lose-lose. But what it does, it gets them thinking of the consequences of certain situations. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So one of the consequences, one of the scenarios I give them is, you're on your estate, you're from a gang-affiliated estate. One of the oldest is asks you to follow him shop. Innocently, there's no, agenda. You've gone chicken shop with him, and he's seen it up, and he stabbed it up. You both run, you go home. Next day, your door gets boomed off. You're being questioned. What options have you got? Hey, man, I'm saying nothing, innit? That's the only option I've got. I've said, look, I'm not saying what you would do. I'm not saying what you would do. I just want to know what options are available for you. What's the consequence of that option now? Let's say you don't talk. What's the next option? You could go to jail. Let's say you talk. You're called a snitch. What's the consequences of being a snitch? I might get run out the ends. Because I don't dress it up for them. Every consequence will get explored. But what they realise is that it's not about the actual incident that took place. It goes back to the root. Why did you go shop with him? Not to say you shouldn't have, but it goes. Everything goes back to decision making. You know what I mean? And this is the type of conversations that we have. And at the end of it, always at the beginning, it's bare ignorance that I wouldn't say this, I wouldn't do this. And at the end of it, you start seeing that they might not still want to do certain things, but they start understanding the consequences of certain decisions that they make. And it always starts with the beginning, the first decision. Do you know what I mean? How many children, they end up on the road doing certain things, robbing, doing certain things, but it starts off with bunking school. Do you know what I mean? Why did you bunk school? Because you bunk school, you're going to smoke weed. You start smoking weed, you run out of weed, you need a tenner to buy, or 20 to buy more. What do? You go rob someone. It all starts at the first decision. You know what I'm trying to say. And these are the things that we need to start teaching our kids. You know what I mean? Consequences of certain behaviours. Females as well. Meeting strange men for nourishment.
Oh,
they need to understand
that one.
Consequences.
That comment lives in my head rent free.
Big comment by
dads that basically
make sure you look
after your daughters so they don't go outside looking for nourishment, bro. From strange men. That lives in my head rent free.
Because it's not just.
It's not a lie.
Sometimes we forget that there's females in this they grow up in the same homes we do. They need help as well. They need guidance as well. And they need to know the consequences of certain things that they might engage in at a young age that later on they might regret the same way we might regret.
Of course.
Some of the things that we're doing. So it's complicated, man. We ain't got
There's no one answer to this.
There's not, man. It's just
several things that need to be broken. There's several case studies that we need the answers to that need to be broken down piece by piece, and the puzzles to be slotted together.
Do you know one of the things that I think about with my son? Yeah, it's such a mad dilemma. I'm raising him in a way that almost how my dad raised me, to be militant-minded, to be a warrior, to be smart, but
at the same time,
he's born with a silver spoon in his
of course.
Like, he's good, but wherever he's gonna grow up, God willing, it's not really gonna be in the danger zones. Yeah. But what I'm kind of fearful.
I knew you were gonna say. You want him to kind of experience that, innit? Yeah.
That's the thing with everybody.
But I don't. But at the same time, how far would it go, and how would it be when he comes across?
Do you know? Once you said this, yeah. Do you know? When you said it, I kind of want to know what it feels like, right? For the sons, of boxers.
Chris
Eubank Jr. Like, I really want to sit with Chris Eubank.
No, do you know what you need to watch? Is Conor Benn.
No, I like, that's the thing. I want to know how they transitioned their mentality of I ain't got nothing to being where they got to.
Adversity.
And then moving that to making sure their children kind of have the same hunger.
Do you know where Eubank was good? Because back in the day there was a documentary. Do you remember? That it was like At Home with the Eubanks.
No, it was like almost like a thingy show.
Like a sitcom.
Reality show,
And he was saying that his son ain't got it.
I remember. Proper. He used to say it all the time. He said his son is soft, and he fears that his son doesn't have the same drive as he does because he doesn't come from the same background as him.
But then, as he got older, his son started getting in trouble.
Yes.
And then he sent him to Vegas.
That's it.
For a year. Yeah. To stay with like the Mayweathers and that. Yeah. So I think that kind of helped. You know, that sending someone away, different environment. You got to like work your way up again. Remember his parents divorced. These little things light up a fire. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And that's one of the things that I would. Like, how am I going to create that fire
in your
Yeah, because genius comes from necessity.
Of course. This is my issue.
You know what I mean?
This is exactly my issue.
There's no problem to solve.
Because I'm thinking, if I'm gonna get where I'm gonna get in life, which I believe I'll get in life, which is I will be very wealthy. Yeah. How do I now put that into my son to make him, realize that, this hunger?
Send him, drop him in the desert. You make it home.
And there's a reason why my favorite movie of all time is 300.
Yeah, but this is deep because I think I mentioned it many times before. Rites of passage.
Yes,
it's important in society.
Yeah,
that's how you measure if this man's worthy of being part of the tribe.
Yeah, of course. Because like I said,
do you know what I mean?
Like my favorite movie, like I said, is 300. I'm seeing Leonidas. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Who is the fucking king of the Spartans.
I love that movie.
Yeah. But look at what he put his son through, or what his dad had to put him through. Like,
but we don't have that now.
We don't have that now. But it's still in us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say, Babs? It's still in us. Yeah. So how do you, it's so strange.
Boxing tournament for all the little youths.
I don't know. There has to be some way.
My dad used to make me fight his friend's son.
There you go.
I remember one time one boy scratched me. My dad used to he cussed me about that till.
You're 27.
Even now, like if he meets. No, it's not even a boy no more. It's turned to a girl.
Wait, change the story.
He's changed it now. He's all changed it.
And then you changed the story,
I think, was it 2 years ago, he come down from Nigeria and then...
That girl that scratched you.
Remember that girl that scratched you? I'm thinking, what girl that... I'm getting pissed off. The way you say it, like...
It's making it like you lost bad. Like you lost badly. I hear that, man.
Yeah. I do my little things for my son anyway. Like I'm not soft with him.
Yeah, I think my son was play fighting. I think I told you this. My son was play fighting with me once, and I've never kind of hit him a bit hard before. Yeah. And I will never forget the shock on his face. Like, he couldn't believe it.
Yeah, based him up.
Yeah, I just put a little bit of energy into it. Just a little bit. Because he was whacking me up. And I was like, you know what, let me see.
Leveled up the XP.
Yeah. So all them little licks, I just a little bit of room. Yeah. And his face, man, he was in shock.
The difficulty went up.
Yeah. He was like, what level is this? I said, what?
Medium.
I said, this ain't easy no more.
Man press the start button and said,
Don't get to that one, the final boss.
Yeah.
You got a pattern.
Yeah, he's like, wait, I ain't seen this before. What is this? Well, yeah, that is, you know, it's just where it is, man. But like I said, man,
I feel like as we was talking about the sports, and just the father involvement of like, you know, us going there. Like for instance, I remember when I was younger, my uncle used to take my cousin to go play football and whatever. And like, you know, it's a relationship that I always wanted with my dad, innit? But it wasn't like it wasn't there in it. But my uncle would always take him and like, you know, after a game, it was deep analysation of what happened. He says, alright, cool. And I feel like the subject matter was always accountability.
yes.
What did you do wrong?
Yes.
Why did you lose that game? Okay, you won that game. Did you score? What was your involvement? And it was just always that constant thing of where did you go wrong or right? What decisions did you make? And sometimes as a sports performer, like, can you even contemplate what play he's even talking about? There was an opportunity you had in the box. If you would have cut it back and looked up,
Decision
there
making.
would have been an open man. Yeah.
What are the boys like now?
What my cousin?
No, your cousins, yeah.
Owns his own business.
Yeah.
He owns his own business. Like, you know, like, you know, you can tell. Like my uncle's involvement in his life. Like, I'm not saying that my dad wasn't involved in mine, because I feel like my dad's thing was different in terms of my dad was more like, sit back, watch me make the mistake, come. I said, what did you learn from that? Whereas my uncle was more of a play-by-play, set play. Like, you know, people are different, and like, you know, different. Me and my cousin are kind of similar because we're born around the same time or whatever, but kind of similar in terms of how you guide children, innit? And I feel like sometimes with dads, because you know you might come from a certain situation, how you guide your son is how you was but you have to remember now, we're not coming from the same place, innit? Dad came from Sierra Leone, yeah. He was, I would say, privileged in a sense, even though he removed the privilege. He was a rebel in some sort. Coming to now here, you're here now. You're bringing up a son in Peckham. Like, you know, we're talking about North Peckham Estate and all of that stuff. Like, you want your son to be tough. You want him to navigate the streets, but then, like, you know, your son likes, how can I say it? He likes to be bigged up when he's done something right. Yeah. So my dad would do fucked up stuff. Like, for instance, I was into art. I drew this clock. Amazing. Should have seen the level of shading, detail. Man's come here. Man's put A- in circle. Bro, fuck. A- on the thing, cuz I've taken it to school, bro. Astounding. This is great. Look at the level of detail. Today, I understand why he put A-. He says, look at that clock and look at the one that you drew. What's the difference? I couldn't see the difference. Befuddled. I said, there's no difference. He says, the corners of your clocks are pointed. The corners of the clocks on that clock is curved. You're wrong. Didn't care, bro. Like, look at the level of detail that I put into this. Yeah. You're telling me I'm wrong, but I didn't understand. It's just like, bro, take a step back. Yes, your work is good,
but it's not great.
It's not great. Because the level of detail, you're missing out on nuance to take you to greatness.
And this is a problem with the entitlement of men in society today, or boys. Everyone feels entitled to praise for the bare minimum. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And this is what, you know, something that even my son, when he's crying or the mum's like pandering to him, I'm like, nah, he needs to realise the world don't evolve around him. You need to earn your respect. Don't pander to him. His basic needs are met. He's well fed, he's clothed, he's got everything he needs. You don't need to run after him. Do you know what I mean? Don't let the magazines and articles tell you it's amazing, because they'll turn them into some weirdo. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what it is when we're young, because we're just big balls of ego, innit? We're just ego. Everything revolves around us. But women get to float on that cloud a bit longer than we do, because we get to an age where we realise that, I need to do something to get more respect. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I need to earn my respect in this world. So the quicker they learn that, the better.
You know, there's that funny thing of where, as a man, you might realise that you're ugly and you need to navigate the way differently. So now, you got to get paper.
And
you got to be funny.
Oh, you've got
to
gym.
With a woman now, hey, babes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful up until you get that encounter with a man.
Who says you're not? Then all of a sudden,
But the thing is, there will always be a man ready to take them anyway.
Of course, a man will smash.
Yeah, but the thing is, will she want that man? That's when it starts.
They might not know their level.
Yeah.
When they know their level, then it's like
men get to know their level, I think, very early.
It's because of sports, and because society has told us that it happens. Like, society has literally prepared us to know that rejection happens, and no matter what you think you are, someone is better than you. Whereas society has told women, you're the shit, and that's it. That's the honest truth. Every woman is a princess. It's the same thing. What do you call it? What do you call these movies? Disney movies. Every woman is a princess. That's what they've all been taught. No matter what you do, there's a man out there for you. You all get married. You all be treated like a princess. You all be treated like a queen. Yeah. Whereas men have been told, you are the go-getter.
Go get your bread up.
You have to get this. You have to get that. You get what I'm trying to say? So society has twanged everyone in their own way.
Okay, so bring that back to the boy on ends now.
So the boy on ends, in terms of...
Society's told him, you need to get your bread up.
Yeah.
So let's take
okay.
Let's take these little youths.
So let me tell you this. So I've got a tweet that I tweeted maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago. Randomly, I don't know what I was thinking. I just randomly said, I went and watched Dave's video, Santan Dave, when he first did that studio thingy, where he had the Gucci, the black box, where he had the Gucci thingy around him, and he was 16, 15, 16. And I watched that video, then I randomly tweeted saying, bruv, like when I watched that video, I was thinking, why as a 15-year-old boy are you thinking, or were we thinking that I have to be the man? Like, I have to make money to get gal, I have to make money to impress. As a 15-year-old boy, like, why is our mindset like that? And I'm talking about our community, you know, because I know the other communities.
No, but do you know what? Yeah, I think you're right, but I think the problem with our community is how we go about it. We don't go through the process.
Thank you.
We like the shortcut.
Yes.
And we burn out because we have this thing of I need to be rich by 30.
Thank you.
It's always 30.
It's like you can't if you're rich past 30, it's like you don't make sense.
Before 30, you know.
Yeah, no, it is.
That's what it is.
My day was like 30.
30. It was literally the
which means that by hook or crook, because it's how many of us are gonna be rich by. When we say rich, we mean retirement.
You want to be retired and comfortable by
30. There's only like a couple routes to get that. Do you know what I mean? Especially how we was living. You're not going to get it through 9 to 5.
Nope.
And this is where one thing that we need to realise is delayed gratification. We need to learn delayed gratification. And we need to be okay with the fact that in your 20s you might not get the woman that you want,
you might
feel
not.
That you're entitled to because she's looking elsewhere. You might just have to hold that during your 20s and just say, do you know what,
let me just concentrate on me.
No one's giving them the bigger picture.
Because
whether you're 20 or you're 50, if you're rich, you will still have access to the same women that you want. You will still have access
the same things
to the same women,
lifestyle, same.
And another things, you know, like when you're young, you're getting money, and but your vision is small. Yeah, you're not seeing past your community, so you breed up the girl that lives two roads away, but you ain't actually seeing the world. You ain't seen the options that are available for you when you've got to your peak. You know what I mean? When you've become the man that you've dreamt about becoming, but then you've got that babe mother there because you didn't even know what you was worth, and now that's who you ended up with, and it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, chill out.
Relax your bones.
Relax.
You get me?
There's nothing wrong with taking your time.
There's nothing wrong.
Whatever, if you need to go uni or you need to learn your business or whatever, take your time, build yourself up, and you will have the women, you will have the respect, you will have everything that you wanted. You thought you was going to get on the streets, you will have it without. Because it's youths I went to school with, and they're doing alright.
Yeah.
And they're not dickheads.
Of course.
They're not even worried about beef or this or that. They're not worried about being robbed. Yeah. And they're alright. Yeah. And it's like, they just live the straight life.
I say that to say this, maybe the last thing I'm going to say before I go here. Any, because obviously I set this thing like, it's under 15, and that's how I say it. I don't really want any 15 and over 15 to listen to this. But if this somehow trickles down to a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, up until the age of 25, most of us didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Yeah, no. So if you're watching this now, don't think you're broke or your life is over when you're between those ages. Your life hasn't even started. Yeah. I'm telling you right now.
Don't rush to do.
Do not rush to do things just because of what you see on TV or whatnot. Yeah. The same way certain people were rich when they were 18, certain people were not rich till they were 55, 60. Yeah. It's the same thing. Just live your life, enjoy your life. If you're broke, as they seem to perceive it, it's not about you being broke. If you're moving to girls and they're telling you take me here, take me there, take me there, and you haven't got the capacity, bro, do not do it. Don't stretch further than you can reach to try and impress some girl who's gonna go link and a man that's older than you the next week anyway. You get it? That's my only advice before.
Just don't be lazy with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even if you're broke but you're grinding, you'll still find women that respect your grind and your passion. That's what I'm trying to say. But you don't need to live a life that you can't maintain, or don't do nothing. Don't do it for girls.
Honestly.
Whatever you're doing, just don't do it for the grind.
Do it for a better future.
Girls. Do you know what I mean? Build your legacy.
Yeah, man.
Work on your legacy. That's
all you need.
That's what it's really about.
But yeah, man, we're signing out.
Yeah.
And it's been man, I swear. These episodes of Babs, I'm going to have to archive it and sell it as a, what do you call it? LFT, bro.
I said NFT.
NFT, bro. Just sell them as NFTs. But yeah, man.
They've got to do more.
And with another one, but like we said, this was going to be solution-based. We've given our best solution we can. And yeah, man, if you've got any questions, hit me up. Same thing, same socials. Hit us up, man. Hit Babs up. Babs is always going to respond, man. If you've got...
I'm not even on socials now.
Oh, you're not on socials no more? Okay, then. But yeah, but if you want to hit me up, if you've got anything, hit me up, and then I'll hit him up for you. But yeah, man, it's been a real one. And we'll see you soon. Nice one. Out. Oh, that was